Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered about the area of shapes like rectangles, squares, and triangles?
I've drawn the outlines of the shapes, and now I'm ready to color the area inside. I have rectangles, triangles, and trapeziums in this design.
But I'm wondering how to calculate the area of all these shapes. Luckily, there is a formula for every shape.
Let us start with a rectangle. Look at the animation here to understand how to calculate the area of a rectangle.
The area of a rectangle is found by multiplying its length and breadth.
So if you know the length and breadth of the rectangle, you can find its area.
That means length multiplied by breadth is the area of a rectangle. And since all sides of a square are equal, length multiplied by length is the area of a square. Then what must be the area of a triangle? You cannot fill it up with unit squares, right?
That's an intelligent observation. You cannot fill a triangle with unit squares. Instead, draw a rectangle and cut it into two triangles to see the relationship.
Oh, two triangles make one rectangle. I see now. A square also has two triangles when cut diagonally. I found out a square can be cut into two triangles, and a rectangle can also be cut into two triangles.
So, can you find the area of a square and divide it by 2 to get the area of a triangle?
She means half the area of a square is the area of a triangle?
Yes, half the area of a rectangle is also the area of a triangle.
Let's summarize the steps. Start with a square or a rectangle, draw a diagonal, separate the two identical right-angled triangles, and then derive the area formula. Here we see that the area of one triangle is half the area of the square, or length squared divided by 2. If we call the horizontal side base, b, and the vertical side height, h, then the area of a triangle is base multiplied by height divided by 2. Similarly, starting with a rectangle of length b and height h, and drawing a diagonal, we get two identical triangles.
The area of the rectangle is base times height, so the area of one triangle is base times height divided by 2. This is great! I've managed to derive the formulae for the area of a square, a rectangle, and a triangle.
You are very smart. Now, do you know how to find the area of a parallelogram?
The boy shows the shape of a parallelogram. We can think of a parallelogram as a rectangle that has been stretched or distorted.
A parallelogram is a distorted rectangle, which means its area should be the same as the corresponding rectangle. The area remains the same as the rectangle. The formula for finding the area of the parallelogram is length times breadth.
That is correct.
We've looked at the area formulas. Let's see an example in a real-world scenario. Monko needs to know the area of a rectangular garden bed to fill it with mulch.
The garden bed is 8 meters long and 5 meters wide.
The area of the rectangular garden is length times width. So we multiply 8 meters by 5 meters to get 40 square meters. The gardener needs 40 square meters of mulch for the garden bed. Now, let's consider another situation. We have a square floor tile, and we want to find its area. This square tile measures 40 centimeters on one side.
But we need to find the area in square meters. How do we do that?
Since the tile is 40 centimeters on one side, you can multiply 40 by 40, which is 1600. Then divide by 100 to get the area in square meters.
That approach is incorrect. We need to convert centimeters to meters before calculating the area. Here's the correct way. 40 centimeters is 0.4 meters. So the area is 0.4 meters multiplied by 0.4 meters. This equals 0.16 square meters. This is the correct area of the tile.
Always convert your units before you calculate the area. It keeps the math clean and avoids confusion.
We did a great job today learning about the area of shapes and unit conversions.
We did a great job today learning about the area of shapes and unit conversions.
It's interesting to solve area problems. Are you ready for the next session on finding the area of complex shapes?
Thank you for watching Animated Maths for All. Like and subscribe for many more exciting videos.